Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Batman Arkham Asylum. We found the formula, and Joker's plan is definitely 100% ruined for sure.
The Krabby Patty secret formula.
Voice crack.
It's like the only time where Batman's... Because I'm assuming he's using the explosive gel to burn up Dr. Young's research. And it's the only time, like, the explosive gel has, like, some sort of incinerating properties. It's like, this shit burns on
Please
contact,
don't get it on
right?
your skin.
Yeah, don't touch the explosive gel.
I don't know. Is it burning anything? It looks like it's just a concussive explosion.
Anti-Vaseline.
Well, yeah, normally it does. It's just strictly concussive, but he uses the same explosive gel gun to burn up Dr. Young's research notes.
Huh.
And it clearly burns to cinders.
Also,
Yeah.
it's raining in the library. Are we now in the Page Master?
No, we're in Arkham Knight.
Aw, dude, I hate when this happens.
Page Master.
That was literally the funniest shit. Like when the fucking rain loaded into Bruce Wayne's office on top of Wayne Tower.
I remember that movie. I remember really liking it as a kid.
Oh, the Page Master.
Yeah.
I remember liking the movie, but then I realized, look, wait, fucking, that's Doc Brown's the librarian.
Also, that was that awkward era where they tried to get Macaulay Culkin in everything a kid starred in.
Right.
I mean, I know that it's not actually a very good movie. And in fact, it's kind of a cheesy, like, edutainment sort of movie that's trying to get kids to read. But,
or let's go to libraries.
like, I thought the animation was really nice, and there was also a video game based on it that looked pretty cool too.
Was that Disney or was that Don Bluth?
The animation?
The Page Master, yeah.
Well, I don't think the movie was specifically by Blue Studio, but I think maybe he did the studio did the animation
Hold
for
on,
it.
let me look this up. The Page Master, 1994. Live action animated starring Macaulay Culkin, blah 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 blah. The film was produced by Turner Pictures and Hanna-Barbera and released by 20th Century Fox.
Okay.
My parents are dead.
Let's see.
Do you remember, Bruce,
Production.
the Reagan assassination?
The animation of the film was produced by Turner Feature Animation, headed by David Kirshner, and supervising animator Bruce W. Smith, and recently spun off from...
Okay.
So, no, it's not Bluth.
This is where my parents died, Raphael. In the library?
The leaky
Please
library.
be quiet in
at
the
that?
library.
Yeah, I know, fucking 2 gunshots go off and all the librarian goes, shh.
Average American library. Nope, sorry, I
Still
won't go there.
Still the darkest shit ever for Teen Titans go to the movie.
God!
What was the gag?
They-
Okay,
Push
so
back-
the
oh, yeah, you explain
So the plot of the movie is generally Robin and the Titans are annoyed they're not getting their own movie. So basically, due to superpower time travel shenanigans, they basically stop all the other heroes from happening. But they realize that was a big mistake when there are no heroes around to stop anything. So they have to go again and make sure all the heroes happen. And of course, Bruce's origin story is, his parents get shot. So they direct the Waynes down the alley where Thomas and Martha get shot.
Yeah, it's a clip of...
Oh, Christ.
They literally push them into the alleyway and you see a flash of light.
It's like, that's dark as shit. And the Titans are just not perturbed by this at all.
I always get nervous around these kind of, you have to hide behind things to avoid the gaze of this computer thing. Because I always...
Yeah, because what if the light shines on your toe?
The shadows don't feel accurate.
Well, I mean, like, what if the computer glitches and thinks it can see me when it can't? That's the kind of thing that makes me nervous. The situation
the light
doesn't-
clips
is,
to the box.
Like,
What's stopping Scarecrow from just looking directly at me now?
The limitation
He
of
knows I'm here.
Bruce's brain.
Scarecrow
The
don't like narrow
skeletons!
gaps. Yeah, it's fucking Jason and the Argonaut suddenly.
you can fight an infinite number of those in one of the combat challenges.
Yeah, it's a survival.
I was kind of hoping you'd just stay the Scarecrow the entire... Because sometimes your model will just switch to the Scarecrow. And I kind of wish they committed to the whole bit and where the giant Scarecrow just becomes a giant Batman. He's still doing a little finger twirly thing.
Make it the giant scarecrow gas Batman from
Yeah. Oh my god, from Batman Begins when he becomes like a bat demon for a
Yeah.
second.
Oh, God.
That was a cool moment. I like that moment.
It was a very what the fuck moment, but I agree, it was pretty
I
cool.
like
I mean,
seeing him. like it.
It's a fairly classic recurring moment between Batman adaptations where Scarecrow gets dosed with his own gas and sees Batman as some kind of scary monster.
Yeah.
But like in the animated series, what happens, I think, is he briefly becomes the Man-Bat from Scarecrow's point of view.
See, that actually just happened, though.
Yeah, and the Scarecrow sequence in Batman Begins where he becomes that demon was just Christian Bale out of makeup. Just naturally oozes black shit out of his mouth.
God, yeah, that was weird. Nightmare Batman just really likes caviar.
Oh, don't say Nightmare Batman. 'Cause
Oh, shut up. I know I said it, but shut up.
To this day, though, I don't think anyone has ever... I don't think any of the Scarecrow stories have ever done anything as interesting with the Scarecrow gas as the episode where Batgirl hallucinates that she died, and it threw everything in Batman's life into complete chaos.
It's one of the darkest episodes of the series, I would say.
That was one of the cases where the censors actually made things worse.
Yeah, and that was like during the New Adventures of Batman,
that was
too.
season
That was generally considered like the weaker season.
Yeah, that was season 4. So basically, part of the episode was obviously Batgirl falling to her death or anything, but the censors like, we can't show her falling off the building and falling onto the car and dying because, you know, regulations and all that. So they were like, okay, can we put like the camera, you know, the point of view camera in like the car that she falls onto? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. As long as we're not seeing her fall off the building, you can do whatever you want. So it's just like, it's worse because now you're just driving in from the point of view of the car, and then suddenly, wham, she falls on top of the car.
They made the situation way scarier than it would have been if they just left it. Oh man,
limitations.
For a moment,
I
was confused by what you were saying because I'm like, worse. Wait, when did they censor something and make the story worse? I thought you meant it that way. But
oh no.
Yeah, you're right. That was one of the most impactful scenes in the episode. Jesus. That's one of the things about animated series season 4 is that, like, yeah, the character designs and the art style change. Like, there's a lot that I don't like about it, but the stories in season 4 had a way of being really interesting.
Lest we forget about the episode where Clayface somehow creates a sentient being that Robin becomes friends with, and then she just dies at the end of the episode.
Oh my god.
I mean, that was a weird episode, but I also really liked it.
It was so strange.
Hey, okay.
Okay, if it was in reference to something, the reference
the baby
was lost
doll
to me.
Killer Croc team up?
No, I didn't like that either.
I don't even know whether I liked that episode. It's a
Baby Doll should have remained a one-off because that episode was great.
She kind of should, yeah. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I still kind of like the episode.
If you look at it individually, sure. But considering it's like the second time a Baby Doll is used as a character in the animated series, it should not have existed. I'm sorry. Baby Doll should have remained a one-off because that ending to her episode was perfect.
Yeah, kind of was.
That's how I feel about Mr. Freeze.
I like at least the beginning of the episode where it shows like what her life is like after she gets out of prison and is living relatively normally.
Right.
I think
you could do something with that, sure.
I think like the transition back to being Baby Doll after that was a bit abrupt though. Like maybe if they'd done it as a two-parter, it could have worked a little better. But as a one-off, not so much. Oh, but they weren't allowed to do two-part episodes at that point in the series. I forgot. That was the block where they were doing the new Batman Superman adventures or something.
Yeah.
And everything had to be a one-part episode during that because they wanted to be able to do one Batman episode and one Superman episode.
And then they did weird things where it was like, it technically wasn't a two-parter, but it was like one part Batman story, one part Superman story, and they kind of tied into each other a little bit.
Yeah, because after the series crossed over with each other, like the Batman Superman story, they kind of just did a hodgepodge with it, didn't
Yeah,
it?
like Supergirl and Batgirl would team up a few times.
Supergirl and Batgirl teamed up to deal with what's her name, the Electric Girl. Livewire, Poison Ivy, and a very reluctant and jealous Harley Quinn. That was a fun episode, but also really dumb. But like that episode gives us the best Harley Quinn moment in the entire animated series, where Harley Quinn tries to get Supergirl from behind with a punch glove gun. Of course, it just bounces off and hits Harley Quinn, and Supergirl doesn't feel it.
God, this. So, in my most recent playthrough of Asylum, I forgot what I had to do in that room, and I went up to the upper level, and I'm just like, well, I mean, like, I could play it safe, just figure out what to do. Apparently, if you take too long, he does actually kill her. So I was just upstairs looking for Riddler trophies, and then I get a cutscene, and then I lose.
I'm sure she'll be okay.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Now, I was fairly youngish when I played this game for the first time, so I actually found the smeared makeup all over her face, like, actually legitimately disconcerting. It still kind of is, actually.
Smeared makeup can have that weird, like... I don't know if detachment is the right word. It's like, oh, it's like almost too real, and now I'm like, oh shit, this is fucked up.
You needed to make sure Dr. Young survives so she can die 5 seconds later.
Yeah, I mean, at least she wasn't stabbed.
I suppose
getting blown up in the
it
face,
would be
though, is-
faster.
Well, at least more sudden.
Yeah.
Damn, they really walked Quincy Man all the way down here. I'm forgetting his full name.
Quincy Sharp.
Quincy Sharp.
It's Quincy Man now.
Amadeus Arkham.
Amadeus.
Quincy Sharp. Quinlan Dole. Nope, that's bad. Oh!
For a moment,
is
like
the introduction of
when
this
I
done
got
right
here
here?
the first time, I thought it was going to be like one of those cutscenes where you get knocked out. Like
No.
Yeah,
in
and you're like
first
dragged
person.
to a prison cell or something.
Yeah,
he's
but nah.
just stunned for a little. He was far enough away where he just kind of got.
Dude, did you see how he jumped
reverb
back
of it.
up? I wish I could do that.
The thugs dragged their feet a little too long, and he was able to recover. Yeah.
All right, so the room that teases Arkham City is in this room.
Yeah.
It's
Scarface.
It's just not labeled with Detective Vision. You're meant to just find it via other means,
Yeah,
just looking it
yeah.
up. It's one of those, I tried to get it in this playthrough, but for some reason the wall it's on just wasn't working for me. And the thing is, you can't, blast it once. You have to hit it multiple times with the gel. So,
Yeah, it's not one and done. You have to like hit it at least 3 times, I
Yeah.
think, with the explosive gel. It's a well-hidden Easter egg because folks didn't find it until I want to say like a year after the game came out.
around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried to get it to open. For some reason, it just wasn't working, but it's in this room, so.
Yeah, I thought it was only like post game for the longest time because I remember people telling me that that was the only time it would like actively open. It's like it's to the right line.
It is this wall here.
Yeah,
But I couldn't get it to work for whatever reason.
pretty
so.
sure the warden went through this wall.
Batman.
Like, it helps if you put the explosive
top of
gels
each
like
other.
right on top of each other. Yeah, but it can be really finicky. Oh, it's the same that it didn't
I
work
imagine
out.
there's like
but
some kind of
that shit's really
detection issue too.
Possibly.
maybe.
Wait, so what is this?
You blast away the wall, and you find like hidden plans for Arkham City, like
Yeah,
rezoning
like
the
a
city and
blueprint.
stuff. So, yeah. So.
Huh? I didn't.
Yeah, it's a well hidden Easter egg because the wall is not marked like with like all the other explosive gels walls are. It's just it is a legit.
Yeah,
secret
I've never
that
actually heard
folks
of
didn't
this.
know. Yeah, look it up. It's actually pretty interesting.
But yeah, for whatever
nice
reason, it
little
just
fun
wasn't
Easter egg.
working for me. So.
Third tries the
I
charm.
remember being like I know it's such a small thing, but like in an age where secrets weren't really a thing because folks nowadays just data mine everything to hell and back.
Yeah.
It felt like a genuine surprise that was tucked away for players to find at their own fruition for a longest time. I feel if you can do that nowadays, given the kind of environment we experience video games in, that deserves a lot of brownie points. I miss the days of secrets where everything wasn't just spelt out for you like hour fucking one because someone like downloaded the game early and just spoiled everything for you.
Oh, you want the best items? Pre-order maybe.
Or it's like some market break street date and
Someone gets it
some
a day early,
dipshit.
and therefore the guy's up in a few hours.
Yeah, and they're all over YouTube. And even if you do not click it, or at least try not to search anything related to it, it somehow ends up in your recommendation feed anyway.
Or you just look up like a small tip or just some information just to either get you going or, God forbid, like us, we're content creators where it's like, I just want to look up the small thing. Here's a massive spoiler in the article. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, that's
How
not what I
about we
want to
put the
look
final
for.
boss in the thumbnail?
Well, get out
God.
of here. This is why, for any major release that I'm really looking forward to, I just have to shut off social media for like a few days while I'm experiencing myself, because I will run into a spoiler in some form or fashion. Which really does suck, because it forces me to marathon what I'm playing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even take my time with it, because I do need social media for certain aspects of my life, and that always comes with a risk, I guess, when it comes to experiencing a new game. FOMO is indeed a bitch.
Also, God forbid you get a game early, which is cool, and you gotta cover it and do other stuff. It also means like, oh, I got a game a couple of days early, so now I gotta play the whole thing to get a video out.
Yeah, this game's
Instead of-
awesome.
instead of-
10 out of 10. I only played the first 5 levels, though.
That's why I don't really do like review copies anymore.
I like how the game is sort of programmed so that the mooks can't really see you while you're flying through the air.
Yeah. You're wearing the bat silencer on your cape.
It's like the peripheral vision just dies,
Hey, me
Oh,
too,
peripheral
dude.
vision's the same as like, yeah, I was gonna say like it has the same peripheral vision as like.
You
the
know how
games
many
on the
times I go to
original
a
Gear.
store and the thing I'm looking for is just like above me and I don't fucking see it? People don't
Yeah,
look up.
you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm not gonna give Lagoons that much shit for it, because just a couple of days ago I was at a Walmart looking for some NyQuil for Nora, and it took me a whole ass minute in the pharmacy aisle just to look up.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, when you're zipping through the air on the grappling line, they don't see you. And the thing is,
No.
human eyes are drawn to movement. If you see something
Yes.
zipping up in the corner of your vision, you're going to look up. But,
This is not a choice.
I mean, like, it's one of those things that draws the eye more than anything. It's like
I've drawn a lot of eyes.
it's like watching a movie with subtitles. Your eyes are constantly going to be snapping down to the words because you're programmed to
changing.
recognize. Yeah, you're programmed to recognize and focus on language. It's just how we are.
Hey, it's great for people who don't like to make eye contact. With fictional characters, but still.
Yeah. It's good training.
Triple batarang, boom.
So overpowered in this game.
It's like
Those guys were following a similar formation for a second there.
it's like stories of people
Like they rehearsed
trying
this?
to watch adult movies in VR and then getting nervous because of eye contact.
Huh.
Well, that was easy.
Gotta love you gotta love the critical combo multipliers, where you get like up to 29 hits from six enemies.
Like I ran out of
Dude,
explosive
fucking
gel. I hope my
Arkham
batarang
Knight-
is enough to break this wall.
It goes way further with that shit. It's crazy. You can get like a 100 multiplier with just a couple dudes. Because it's like if you time
I
it
think by
perfect, you can
100,
get like
I think
one hit
by
is
100
6.
times multiplier. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think by 100 times multiplier, you break every bone in a thug's body as a combo finisher. Like
No,
it
you-
starts with one
and when-
leg, and then you just start doing the rest.
And when you get to 100 multiplier, you just go into Hakuto no Ken mode where it's like...
Yeah,
Batman just does a rage. Oh, whoa, my throat! Ugh, let me try that again. Batman does a raging demon on someone.
He just slides over on the floor. He just goes, Masats!
I hate when you think you're about to do a
But they
silent
turn
takedown,
around.
and the guy
They turn
just
around at the
fucking
exact
180s in
wrong
the
way,
last
yeah.
second. Now it's awkward. Now I'm not Batman anymore. Now I'm just a man.
Guys, I got him.
Oh, now that reminds me of just a 60s Batman theme song, but it's just man. 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 Best one of those is still.
Similar energy to like Spider-Man, but it's just.
I mean,
man.
it's the same channel, so.
Was it okay?
Also, they did.
You whiffed that.
Also,
Batman.
they did DuckTales, but it's only Duck.
What the hell was that finishing punch?
I'm gonna stump your toe.
And then the guy grabs his head in response and falls over.
Hey, me too,
This
dude.
is the part where you fall.
You ever
down.
stubbed your toe? Hurts.
It does.
Existential
Sometimes,
crisis.
like that was one of the cool things about the combat in Arkham Asylum is that it was so good at looking free flowing for the time. Like everything seemed to connect, but like it isn't. Sometimes the stuff just doesn't connect at all.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum, it's an issue that can definitely happen in the other games, but in Asylum, I had a lot of instances where I would go to punch a dude, and Batman would just miss. Like, literally not hit him, and the combo would break.
Because of the way, like, the lock-on works.
Yeah.
Or sometimes
Or
doesn't
lack thereof
work.
sometimes.
That's funny though, because sometimes it'll just result in Batman like kicking the air, but it looks like he's so excited for something.
Sometimes the game reads that there's an obstruction between him and his target and doesn't, like, follow through
air.
on the punch. Also, you need to be, like, 2 or 3 hits into a combo before the free-flowing combat kicks in.